Hello traders, and good morning, and welcome to this video analysis looking at the Great British Pound traders and what we can potentially see happen if the UK cabinet agrees to a draft Brexit deal that the UK and the EU have finally been able to agree on. Now traders, this is simply going to be a big moment for the UK. If the UK cabinet, which is Theresa May's Conservative government, agree to back a deal that she has been able to broker with the EU on the terms that the UK will leave the European Union, then the vote will then get put through to Parliament, and then it will have the potential to either be rejected by Parliament or accepted, and then the UK can remain closely tied to the EU in terms of trading and other key important factors. So traders, we've set some orders in this market to trade the pound and try to profit off strong moves that will definitely be seen dependent on the outcome of the cabinet's meeting today at 2 o'clock. So we place a sell stop order for the euro against the Great British Pound traders. As we can see, if you look at the value where the pound is currently to where it was before the Brexit referendum in 2016, the pound still has at this moment in time nearly 11% to gain back to its true value in the markets. We must remember the pound's so weak at the moment across the markets, not because the UK economy is performing so badly, it's just because of the uncertainty around Brexit and how it will affect the UK economy if they leave without a deal. So if a deal is agreed, traders, there's a lot of room for the pound to move, which is why we place a sell stop order for the pound against the euro. And again, traders, look at the pound against the Japanese yen, and we look at the exchange rate where the pound was trading before the referendum in 2016. The pound still has a lot of room to move to make back its fair value from where it should be trading, which is up at least 158 against the yen, which again is up 8%. That's nearly 1,200 pips. And if we're looking at other currency pairs traders, such as the pound against the dollar, same situation. The pound still has a lot of room to make up to trade at its fair value before the referendum vote in 2016. So again, against the dollar, we still have around 10-11% to for the pound to rise in value if, of course, and it's a big if, the UK cabinet agrees to back Theresa May's deal she's managed to broker with the EU. So traders, we've placed these orders. Let's see what happens. Will the UK agree to? Will the UK Parliament agree to back her deal? Very complicated. A lot of people want to be cut from the EU, but a lot of people say with the EU being the UK's main trading partner, remember 44% of all exports from the UK go to the EU, so it's important that the EU keeps a close tie to the UK in terms of trade. And then traders, the pound has been trading at a big discount because of the uncertainty around how the UK will trade with the EU. There's been a lack of investment in the UK, and that means that the currency has been in less demand because investors to invest in the UK must purchase the currency to invest directly here. And that's of course why the pound is so weak and vulnerable in the markets at the moment. On the flip side, traders, if this deal gets voted against, we may see a very strong negative reaction, because then it puts the UK in a position where, well, what does Theresa May do now? Does she go back and try to ask for more concessions from the EU on a better deal, or will the EU even agree to this? So very complicated. Let's hope for a positive outcome, and hopefully we can get some trading opportunities in the market. So that's our setups for the pound at the moment, and that's the fundamentals that we're looking at. Thank you, traders.